What's up, guys? We're here with Jacob. He is a current student at KWI, and you just got to your 6-inch pipe.
Yes, sir.
Was it hard getting there? Was it easy? What did you, time-wise?
Honestly, wasn't really bad. I've done most welding besides TIG. TIG was probably the newest thing to me. Stick welded for 3.5 years with my old company.
Okay.
It's not terrible. I actually like TIG a little bit more than stick nowadays.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Don't get burned up as much.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, hey, go ahead and run your side. So what we're doing, guys, is we're doing a 6-inch Schedule 80 coupon. This is one of the pinnacle moments at KWI where you finally get into pipe welding. So yeah, we're gonna weld this thing out. And Jacob here is gonna start on the bottom on his right-hand side. Now just let me know if you need the temperature more or less. You say when and I can turn it up or down.
Yes, sir.
It's good?
Yeah, honestly.
All right. But yeah, we're running this HTP machine here. We like to oscillate between machines. Sometimes we'll run the Miller, sometimes we'll run the HTP. It just depends on what we're doing. Now, like I said, Jacob, I can turn that thing down if you want.
What are you cooking at right now?
Got it at about 100 amps, but we're on stick mode. Let's go down.
Like 110.
Go down 5?
Yeah, drop her down a little bit.
All right. Now, I mean, you were fighting a little bit, but you put in a good route, so nothing's wrong. You're fine there. Now, Jacob, the real question is, can you weld and talk?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that. I'm a pretty good multitasker. If I can find my wire.
There you go. Now you're good. Let's sharpen that tungsten. So where are you from?
Philadelphia, PA.
Okay.
Delco area, but people don't really know Delco like that. It's kind of like a small area, Delaware Valley.
Okay.
It's like right on the tri-state border of Delaware, Jersey, and Pennsylvania.
Now, are you considered a city kid or no?
Suburbs.
Gotcha.
It's like 15 minutes outside of the city.
Okay.
I mean, you still get the rough crowd, but
right.
It's nice.
But you get to pick your crowd.
Oh yeah.
We're running that heavy hitter TIG rig, the 2-piece. It's the 180, I believe. But obviously you can run it way harder than 180 amps. So yeah, just make sure you're comfortable on that. There you go. Yeah, just keep that wire on the back side of the puddle and just run it up as quick as you need. And the cool thing about the 1/8-inch wire is you don't have to feed it as fast.
Yeah, I've been having a little bit of trouble with the 3/32, getting used to it.
Yeah.
Feel like I gotta have a real tight bevel to get actually some good feed in that. And even at that, it's hard for me to puddle it up a little bit. I run a little bit hotter than usual.
So you graduated high school and you went to work for another company, or what's your story with like welding in high school? Did you get into welding in high school, or was it something after?
So actually my high school got rid of all their shop classes my junior year.
Really?
Yeah,
that's why there's a decline in the trades.
Dude, it's bad. It's they basically told me in high school, like, if I don't go to college, I'm not really gonna amount to anything.
Really?
Yeah, they were really bad with that.
So they pushed college hard where you were from?
Yeah, really hard. Like, I mean, I went to Kutztown University for 2 years. Got my partying in, but not much learning.
Right.
And then I got out. I did landscaping for about 2 years for my uncle. And then from there, my buddy got me a job at Atlantic Subsea. They're marine contractors. Mm-hmm. They're pretty cool people. I mean, rough company though.
Gotcha.
Worked on the water, did a lot of jobs. They're all union, so got to get a good feel for what I wanted to get into. At first, I actually wanted to get into dive welding, but it's rough.
Well, and just you're talking about underwater welding?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of had the same thing too. I was like, well, you know what? It'd be cool to be an underwater welder. But the thing is, with underwater welding, it takes it's a long time before you get to actually weld underwater. It's kind of like the welding aspect is like a secondary thing. You're first a diver.
Yep.
And then welding's something you do as like a last resort type of thing.
Yep. Yeah, they're more, I mean, they do, my company did a pretty good amount of welding, but most of it was like maintenance. Like I worked at Salem nuclear plant for a little bit with them, which was cool to get used to, like going into these plants and stuff like that. But it was more like maintenance, like going under, fixing pipe, but not welding it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was pretty cool though. Got a lot of knowledge through that job. They were pretty good to me for a while. It's rough to get into it, not knowing anything, like going from college to landscaping and then
welding.
Getting thrown headfirst right into that.
Right.
But it was cool. I got a ton of experience from that.
Well, and that just helped out so much whenever you come to KWI, because you know what industry's like, you know what they're looking for, you know what they need from welders, and so your only goal is just to get good at welding, and you know the lingo, you know how to interact with people, and so that part's done for you. So you're really just focusing on welding now. You don't have all these other fears because you've already been there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, is that something you see at the school a lot? Is a lot of guys have fears other than the welding aspect, or do you find yourself talking to other guys about the industry and what it's like?
So most of the talk I do is about more of the I mean, you guys offer rigging and signaling and stuff like that. Like I did a lot of that with my company, but a lot of that, like a lot of guys come into the industry and they don't know anything about that. Like they don't expect to do that. They expect to go on a pipeline
and just weld pipe.
Yeah, you just
not do anything else.
Yeah.
Not be a well-rounded guy.
Yeah, big thing I learned though, like these guys who are actually on these lines and welding, like they have a ton of experience before they even get to touch some steel.
Well, they've been doing it a long time.
Yep.
And that's the thing about social media is a lot of guys don't tell you how it is. You know, before you get to the job where you only have to weld. You know, most of my jobs, I'm mostly welding, but every once in a while I'll have to help out.
Yep.
But a lot of these, people in school, they don't realize like you need to be that guy that's a team player and doesn't mind to help out.
Yep.
And then you'll eventually get to that point in time where you're that guy.
Yeah.
You just have to put in the hours a little bit, you know what I mean? And yeah, I think that's something that a lot of people misunderstand about when they get out in the industry. They think they're just going to be welding, which in welding school you're welding all day to get good at welding, but then you get in the industry, you got to realize like there's a lot more that goes on, like a lot more,
Seniority plays a huge role in everything. Like you're not, these old guys are not going to let you just go up and take their job from them.
Right. Yeah, and if you do get put on a weld that someone got taken off of or something like that and they're older than you, it's going to be kind of weird at first. But really one of the only ways to get respect in the industry is to weld good, but also freaking help out. Just be a hand. Be a good hand, Yeah,
you got to be a hand before welding.
But yeah, just run your side up here to the tack and then I'll get my bottom side in, because that's usually how I do field welds is bottom to top. So you do one quarter of the bottom, the other quarter of the bottom, and then we'll do a top quarter and then a top quarter. And the route's looking great.
Yeah, I tried my blue sheet last night, busted on it, but.
Now what's a blue sheet?
It's test right before my white sheet, right before I get my certification for it. It's like the pre-practice before or after the practice. Sharpener up.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go. Sick. Sharpen this thing. Yeah, I usually just like to sharpen one side of the tungsten. I don't touch the other side of the tungsten at all, just because if you do both sides, they're both going to get gummed up.
Yep.
And it's going to cause issues with you there.
Yeah. Anyway, if you gum it up, you can't even.
Exactly.
You got to take the whole thing apart. Yeah, I'd say I really enjoy TIG welding now, like that I'm kind of getting the hang of it.
All right, well, it's cleaner. You're not getting burned up.
Yeah, I enjoy my stick welding, but
It's nice to switch it up.
Yeah, it's nice not to go through a hoodie.
Right. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're looking good on this side over here. Just make sure to keep that wire in the center of the puddle, because if you keep it on the edges, it may not burn it.
Yeah, get a bunch of cold wire.
Yep. When you're getting up here towards the top, kind of angle your tungsten. Yeah, so this is on pipe, more heat.
Yeah.
You don't have to have too much, but more heat, less heat. More
Okay.
heat, less heat. So I angle it out this way, and that'll help out with this little bit right here that's burning in there. Yeah, we got that root going in. So what are you most excited about when you get into the welding industry? Like, what are you looking forward to? Because you've already been in the industry, but now that you learn how to weld pipe, what are you looking forward to with that?
Honestly, just the money that's offered. I mean, for what I was doing for the past 3 years, I mean, it was decent money, but this, number one, I enjoy working.
Let me run my side here. Continue.
I enjoy working, actually, like welding full time. Like, I would like to get into steam fitters down our local 420 down in Philly. They're pretty good. The good thing about it is a lot of the guys who do it, they don't like welding. So
that's right up your alley.
Yeah, it makes me an asset.
Yeah. and to them it's like, we got to weld, but you're like, heck yeah, I'll weld whatever you got and more.
Yeah, man, I got a couple buddies in there right now, and they enjoy it, but they hate the welding aspect of it, and I'm kind of baffles me a little bit.
Well, and maybe they've been doing it a while, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting into traveling and try to get into that, but I got a girl at home, real serious. We've been together for a couple years now, so
okay.
I'm more of a homebody.
That's okay.
If I'm gonna travel, I travel with her, but her job don't really allow that.
Gotcha. So you got to make it work.
Yeah.
Now so you're going back to your same company?
No, I'm probably done with them. A little rough around the edges there. But I'm looking for more of a union job, kind of do my own thing on the side.
Now, besides welding, what do you do for fun? Like, what are your hobbies?
Big skateboarder.
Really?
Yeah, like listening to music, stuff like that, like going to concerts.
Well, and we talked about skateboard scene and all that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I welded a couple of handrails down in Dover, Delaware. They were building a DIY park. A bunch of the guys got together, and we made a deal with the township if we'd put our money into the ramps and kind of the little obstacles they'd lay down. I think it was like 450, 500 square feet of concrete.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just kind of went to Home Depot a bunch of times, got our concrete. I mean, I welded the handrails at my buddy's house off of his MIG welder. It was fun though. I like doing that stuff. Like big DIY skate park in Philadelphia is FDR.
Okay.
It's ginormous. If you look up pictures of it, it looks like it's been manufactured. It's actually all handmade, all skater owned, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like Bam Margera, he's a big guy down there. He's actually he lives right around where I live. I've talked to him a couple times. He's pretty cool.
Yeah,
dude.
you were telling me that. It's a small world.
Yeah, it's cool. We kind of going to a skate park and seeing some dude you watched on MTV as a kid.
Well, and the cool thing is, we were talking the other day, I don't think there's a better profession for a skateboarder to do than weld.
Yeah.
Literally, because you make good money, and we were talking, skateboarders live cheap.
Yep.
All you need is to buy one skateboard. You don't have like me. I dirt bike ride, so I got to buy gas, parts,
Yep.
tires, wheels, tubes, levers. Like you guys, just 2 sets of trucks, 4 wheels, and a
Yep.
piece of wood. You can ride any street, any road, anywhere.
Yeah.
And so again, for the traveling welders that are skateboarders, dude, you skateboard all over the country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for yourself, you're going back to Philly, so, you know, just skateboarding and welding, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think you've got it made. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
you're what you like to do.
Yep. I told my girl, I said, when we buy a house, I'm building a backyard skate park.
No, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of
That's-
metal.
Yep.
Dude, you should.
Man.
Golly, I just flashed the crap out of myself. All right. Dude, that'll be so sweet. Yeah, you build your own skate park. Now, what kind of, what are you going to build into this home skate park?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm
what's your
big-
favorite features?
Big vertical skater. I like skating the ramps, mini ramps, stuff like that.
Half pipe?
Yeah, love a half pipe. Not many around here in Kentucky, but I can make do.
So, I got a question though. Now the skate scene, is it growing or is it died off? Because do people look at the skate magazines anymore like they used to, like Thrasher?
Yup. I got a bunch of friends who are diehards. One of my best buddies, Al, back home, he constantly sending me videos of like Baker 3 and stuff like that, like old-fashioned videos that I haven't seen yet.
Oh really? Where's he finding these? On YouTube?
He's been in the community for a long time. I didn't get into it until around after high school. Yeah, but he's big guy in the skating. He knows everything, knows every skater.
Nigel Houston.
He's a big guy. I'm not really a fan of him.
How come?
He kind of brings out the e-boy skate.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's
like
a thing?
yeah, it is actually.
E-boy?
It's bad.
Wow. Okay.
It's funny, like skaters accept everybody, but some people are a little too much with it.
Really? Just like, what do you mean too much with it? Like,
Don't get into the actual like love of it. They just do it
they
for
just
the
do
Instagram
it.
views.
The clout.
Yup. Yeah,
Really?
just to say they skate,
Gotcha.
which sucks, but you'll get that anywhere.
Well, that's with everything. There's a
Yeah.
ton of welders out there who, on social media, they're real good hot shot welders, but if you get out in the industry, those guys are the laughing stock.
Yup, busting the field.
Oh yeah, man. Alright, I'm just trying to make this. I'm doing this a little bit harder than I should, but I just was just seeing if it would work. You want to tie this thing in?
Yes, sir.
And you can come on this side to tie it in if you want. It'd probably be a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah.
Actually, grab one of those down there. Okay, my side was all right. I had a couple weird spots in it, but just kept feeding. That's a good temperature for it. Gotcha. Oh, you gotta turn your gas on.
Yeah, that would help.
Hold on. Let's fix that. So, in the case that you do forget to turn your gas on, we're gonna have to grind that section out right there. That was a heck of a porosity. That's like the worst thing you can do also on the route is forget your gas, because then
Yep.
it throws it straight in there. All right, we'll get her. And really what you want to do is just grind all of the porosity out. Thankfully, it didn't go on the backside, so we're not going to run into that issue. Let me hit it some more. All right, man. Yep. And then let's sharpen that tungsten, because every time I stick my tungsten or I forget to turn on the gas,
Yep.
always sharpen it. So. Now we should get her. All right. Yeah, make sure you, and flip that rod around too, because that's, yeah. There we go. And another thing I noticed, make sure you get a puddle started before you add that wire.
Okay.
And that'll help out a lot. I noticed it whenever you was doing your route, you kind of jump straight into that keyhole and adding wire into it before you had a puddle going. So, and that, you know, again, that comes with time, but just make sure you put emphasis on getting that puddle going before you just fire into it. All right, we're gonna turn this thing down because it looks like you're dropping metal in there pretty hard. All right. Again, if you tell it's getting too hot and dropping too much in there, just stop.
Okay.
You don't want to keep going because then you'll have a big giant blob of metal like there is, and you don't want that when you're in the field because then you'll have to cut that out and fix it.
Yep.
But then also remember, if it's getting too hot, kick it back.
Okay.
Kick it back. But yeah, we'll see here. I dropped you down about 10 amps. We'll see what that does. Let me know if you need more or less. Remember, don't touch the tungsten. Keep it back just a little bit. There you go. Yep, just keep it just like that. Yeah, keep that wire in the puddle and just have that puddle moving slowly up. Now, is that a good temperature for you?
Yeah, honestly.
Okay. Because believe it or not, I put you on 80 amps.
Really?
80 amps. And we're running the stick mode on that HTP machine. Still figuring out the dials and stuff. Peter, he's one of our reps for HTP, and he's an awesome guy. I got to call him and straighten that out a little bit. Still new to those machines, but they put out a really great puddle.
Yeah, honestly.
But why that is so maybe some of the viewers here don't understand, but to make that machine, and it does have a TIG mode, but for the quick setup that I did, we put it on stick mode. So if you put any welding machine on stick mode and put your TIG rig, plug it into the negative, which is the ground, and plug your ground into the positive, that's how you TIG weld, because TIG welding is just DC negative, okay? So you have DC positive, which is stick welding, okay? 7018 stick welding. And then DC negative is TIG welding. So all we have to do is swap the leads on any DC positive machine. You just swap the leads. If you have argon and TIG rig, you can TIG weld. So that's what we did with this machine. That's why it puts out that cool little boop. Yeah. Because it doesn't like it. You know, it's like, I don't like this. I don't even normally do this. But whenever you weld on stick mode, whenever you TIG weld on stick mode, it runs your amps up about 10 amps.
Okay.
So that machine runs hot as it is, and then already on stick mode, it's like double hot.
Okay.
So I had to drop it down 20 amps to make it work for your skill set on the top part.
Awesome.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
How all that works. So let's go ahead and run our hot pass.
Yes, sir.
Sweet. All right. And generally speaking, what do you want this hot pass at? You tell me what you run it at, and then I'll get it here.
So on the Lincoln, I was running that at about 180, 175.
Okay.
I was running it pretty hot.
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll see what 160 does. See how that goes for you. Now you turn it up pretty hot for the hot pass. That's what I do too.
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys don't change their temperature that much for it. That always freaked me out because I'm like, I want this thing to melt in here.
Yeah.
Can I get that? Yeah. Yeah, watch out. We're gonna sharpen that.
Nah, I'm just
Okay,
pulling
pull
it out a
some
little
more.
bit. There we go.
Sweet. But yeah, the root's pretty good. I don't see any issues with it other than your little dingleberry right there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little colap. Yeah.
I tend to try to feed like I'm doing vertical and flat. And I always overfeed
top,
like right in that corner.
You don't have to feed it. You just literally hold it above the bevel and it'll drop in.
Yeah, gravity will pull that down.
Sweet. Now, what does your girlfriend work?
Yeah, she works at Beyond Autism.
Okay.
She works with autistic children as a therapist. It's a pretty cool job. Takes a lot of patience on her behalf.
Right.
She's actually in school right now trying to get her doctorate. She's in her master's degree right now.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. A lot smarter than me. I don't know what she sees.
Well, like I said, opposites attract.
Yes, sir.
You know, and that's the good thing about it. Now, hey, I noticed that you are slipping with your cup.
Yeah.
to keep yourself from slipping with the cup, just focus on making every walk the same, and then you'll naturally move forward. I'm gonna crank that down just a little bit. That sucker's hot.
Yeah, it is.
Keep the wire in the puddle. Keep that wire in that puddle, dude. With it that hot, yeah, keep it in there. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, looking good there, looking good. Right on.
Getting a little foggy up in here.
Let me run my side a little. All right. Now, how did you find out about KWI? I'm curious in that.
So, when I knew I wanted to get into welding, I did my research, and you guys honestly were like the top rated school that I found.
Okay.
That wasn't entirely across the country, and you guys are like not small in a way, but you're like, I can get more instruction from you guys than I could go into, say, like Western Welding Academy with 40, 50 guys in a class. Also, you guys bend test everything. We go through, get our rigging, CCO, stuff like that. A lot of schools that I looked up didn't do that. I mean, they had small welding schools around my area I could have went to, but
you were just looking for a well-rounded experience.
yeah, I wanted to get as much as I could out of what I'm going to put my
program
money into. Yeah.
Well, and what that says is you're a value-based customer.
Yes, sir.
You are someone who buys things off of value. What are you going to get on the backside?
Yes, sir.
I feel like a lot of people, when they're learning how to weld or want to learn how to weld, as they're just going somewhere that's, you know, maybe a little flashy, or they say cool things, but when you really get into the fine print of it, it's, you know, they're just teaching you how to weld and sending you on your way.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
yeah.
Like, why pay money for something when you're not going to learn? You know, like we talked about earlier, there's a lot more to welding than just being a welder. You got to be a hand before you can be a welder. And so, you know, what we do here at KWI is we make you a hand. We teach you how to weld, but also give you other skills that are going to make you more valuable than just another welder.
Yeah.
I mean, because honestly, you know, our editor Joe here, we could have him welding something within a day or two if me and you showed him. You know what I mean? And a lot of people can weld, but can they be that hand that companies need?
Yeah.
You know? We'll have to take Joe on a job with us.
Hell yeah.
Joe and Noah, they're our editors. I get them confused all the time, so I think I just called Noah Joe and Joe Noah. Oh well. Sorry, Noah. He can hear me. He just can't say anything right now. So I could probably just say cool secrets. But anyways, we're finishing up this hot pass right here. Trying to move along. Your side was extremely hot, man.
Yeah.
Like, you sucked out the root. The bottom half of the root, and you don't want that. That's not good. Now let's say there's a situation to where you can't turn your machine down, and you don't want to leave your position. Yeah, the best thing you can do is be able to use the TIG rig in a way to where you don't burn things up.
Yep.
So like I mentioned, if your puddle's too hot and you want to cool it down, kick the angle back, add more wire.
Yep.
More heat, straight in, less wire.
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of how you can, but in that situation, and that's why I freehand a lot, because I can control a lot more that way.
Yeah.
Now, if it was too hot, you know, stop.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's one of your little flaws there, is you just keep going.
I want to run it.
Yeah, I know, and that's okay, but just stop before it gets to a point where it's like, blip, like I am really screwed. But it's all good. You're learning. You're figuring it out. You're seeing what works for you and what doesn't. Now, what was the hardest thing for you to learn? All right, I'm gonna sharpen this tungsten again. And it actually grind that spot out because I stuck the tungsten and snapped a piece off right there. What was actually the hardest thing for you to learn at KWI?
So far, it's kind of controlling that stick, like coming around this pipe.
6 inch?
Yeah.
With stick?
Yup.
60-10?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's what I spent 2 weeks on it when I was there. Oh man, it rocked my world.
So I'm not on there yet, but I've been coming in Sundays and I try to throw in a nice route.
60-10 route, yeah.
Yeah, to kind of get used to it before I get to it, yeah. And I got it, like what I do is I take a pair of channel locks and I'll put it there.
Right, yeah.
And I'll kind of use that as leverage to get around. Because I mean, like, like when we're doing the walls, I like to put my arm right up on it and walk around it.
Yeah, that'll burn you up.
Yeah, I got arm sleeves for that.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm getting this thing sharpened here. Where's the best place you ever skated?
It's a hard question. I try to go all over.
Best skate park you ever been to?
Probably Reading Skate Park out in Reading, PA. They just built that, I think, last year. It's gorgeous. It's a humongous park. I think it was like a $3-4 million park.
I'm actually going up there this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the dirt bike ride in the Coal Hills.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Centralia and Trevorton and all that.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
cool.
I'm going there Saturday.
I got a lot of friends who live up there.
No way.
Yeah. When I went to Kutztown University, I mean, all of those guys usually stayed in that area. Like a lot of them didn't come back down to like Delaware, PA, like lower PA towards Philly.
Yeah.
It's honestly a really beautiful area.
Don't they have the highway that has spray paint on it or whatever?
Yeah.
Is that open? Didn't they put sand on it or something?
I think you can't drive onto it, but you can definitely like park on the side of the road. It's like kind of off of the main highway. Trying to think of what highway it is. It's like the main road to get to Allentown, PA. The main highway. It's like right off the side of it.
Right.
Yeah, me and my buddies went there. There's a bunch of really cool spots where the road just kind of like looks like an earthquake happened.
Well, yeah. Now, I read recently they were blocking that stuff off and people were marking up other highways around that area.
Yeah. They love to stop the fun, but they don't know how to contain it.
Right. Well, if you stop one type of fun, you gotta create it somewhere else.
Yup.
That's in a manageable, way.
Yeah.
Okay, we're rocking here. Got a hot pass going. Sick. All right, guys, had to switch machines here just for a second for the duty cycle. So we're gonna go ahead and actually flush this thing out with TIG and do the rest with stick. So yeah, Jacob was like, let's go ahead and flush it and we'll run that way.
Yes, sir.
Get a little bit, get your skills tuned up on TIG a little bit more, get some more run time on it. So Jacob, what's one thing that you hate about welding? If you say yours, I'll say mine.
Honestly, worst thing I can find about welding is it's pretty tedious. I mean, I enjoy most aspects of it, but like, the smallest pipe I've ever welded is this. Like, I used to weld, I think a 1.5 was the smallest I did before I came to KWI.
1.5 feet? What do you mean?
It was a 1.5 wide pipe.
1.5 wide pipe. So what size, like inches wise? What are you saying? Like 72 inch or something?
Yeah, about 72 inches.
1.5 feet?
About three-quarter inch steel.
Hold on. We're getting off. I'm all messed up here. So, like it was like, I'm trying to figure out how to gauge what size pipe you're talking about. It wouldn't be 72-inch pipe because 72-inch pipe is huge.
Yeah,
like,
it's probably a lot.
As big as that job box. Like I'm trying to gauge what, like if this is 6-inch, what kind of pipe are you used to welding?
Probably about 1.5 feet. Like,
okay.
Like straight across the middle of it.
So we're talking like 20-inch pipe, 18-inch, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get my side flushed out. All right, so your least favorite thing is mostly with the smaller pipe.
Yeah.
It's the tedious stuff. But also, that comes with TIG welding, too. TIG welding is tedious if you are not used to how it, works. All right. Sweet, so I'm running this bottom half here. Now I'm gonna have to turn it up a little bit. Now, where are you staying at while you're here at KWI?
I'm staying at the dorms right across the street from the actual school.
All right.
Yeah, I'm like right over there. I'm roomed up with 2 other guys. Technically 3, but the one, he owns his own house, so he's very rarely there.
What do you mean?
He just bought a house.
Where at?
I think it's northern Kentucky. I forget exactly where it is.
He drives it every day?
Yeah, it's about 45-minute drive.
Well, that ain't too bad.
Yeah, no, it ain't terrible. He's staying a couple days this week. He kind of splits his time up. No, it's really cool though. It's funny. Came up here not expecting anybody from around my area to be there. I'm actually roomed with a guy who lives like 15 minutes away from where I live.
Really?
Yeah.
Up in PA?
Yup. He's from Concord and I'm from Chichester. So they're kind of like butt and butt. Like to get to any of the big stores or malls and stuff like that, you got to go through Concord. No, it's cool though. Met a lot of interesting people up here. It's definitely diverse.
Yeah, it is. Well, and that's the cool thing about welding school is you meet so many people, and it allows you to be around people that you're not used to being around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The networking aspect of it is really, really cool.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I enjoy new aspects of everything. Like,
right.
I hate the same old everyday routine.
No, I hear you there. Well, it just gets really mundane, you know what I mean? And yeah. So I got 2 passes on my bottom side here. I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit right here, and then we'll switch over just so we're going back and forth in a comfortable manner. And then I'm gonna watch how I run this a little bit. All right, so this is one of the things that I do just to fill stuff up fast is, again, you can freehand it and make it how you want. That's why I always just freehand things. It just kind of
goes wherever you need it to go.
Yeah, allows you to be very versatile. And it allows you to fill things up fast. Now, how did you pay for KWI? Like, what was were you able to get scholarships, or what was your method there?
So, I actually went through Sallie Mae.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't really make a lot of money where I was before, so I thought this was probably the best way to do it. Sallie Mae is pretty affordable, too.
It's cool.
Yeah, I didn't think they actually had stuff like that. I thought I was going to have to get like a private loan or something like that and pay ridiculous
and that's
interest.
what I had to do. I had to do a private loan through the bank. My dad co-signed for me. I didn't know about Sallie Mae at the time. I wish I would have. But again, just taking out that loan, I mean, it worked for me, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I don't know why I didn't do Sallie Mae. I should have known about that.
Yeah, me and my pops, we were looking up a bunch of different ways to get a hold of this. Trying to not cheap our way out of it, but find something that's not going to put me in tons of debt for the rest of my life.
Right. Well, and with welding, you'll be able to pay it off decently quick. I think I paid off my loans within like 3 to 4 months of traveling and welding.
Yeah.
Now let me know if you want me to turn that down. I turned it up for the top half there. I'm not sure if it'll be good for the bottom. There we go. Yeah. Just remember, you don't have to get that tungsten close to the pipe at all.
Oh,
you
like
keep
that.
it kind of far back away from it. There you go. Yeah, as long as you don't see any tungsten break off of that tip there, you're fine. I stick the tungsten every once in a while, and it's even on X-ray welds, and it's no issue to be. Now, if I was doing a severe cycle, X-ray weld or severe cycle phase array or something like that, then yeah, if I stick it, I'll sharpen that area. But for generally speaking, you stick it and the point's still there. Just keep on rolling with it. Don't trip out too much.
Don't do a lot of freehand on pipe, I'll tell you that.
That's okay. Well, you're getting your reps in. Yeah, try it out. Now, you like walking the cup.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
When I was, like plate, I love doing freehand.
Right.
But pipe, I honestly,
like
goddamn.
Like walk the cup. You can walk. You don't have to freehand it. Yeah, you don't want to keep doing that. Yeah, I'd walk the cup. We can crack it down a little bit. Yeah, sharpen that tungsten too. No, you don't have. The most important thing is do what you're comfortable with. Don't do what you're not used to. Yeah, just get it where you want it. And remember, don't worry so much about moving forward. Just make sure that each walk is the same, and then you'll naturally move forward. Because every time you slip, it's like you stick it or you hit the wire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's looking good. But keep that 1/8 wire more in the puddle. You really don't got it in there too much. There we go. And then also another thing too, don't eat the outside of that beveled edge there. Stay inside of the bevel.
Okay.
Yep. There we go. Turn it down a little bit more?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
All right. Now, what do you think is the most important skill in the welding industry besides welding? Like, if there was another skill to have, what do you feel like it would be good to have?
Honestly, composure. Because I catch myself getting real flustered. Like if I'm trying to rush on a white sheet or something like that, I kind of got to keep a little bit more of a level head than I would like just doing a practice or something like that.
Gotcha. Now, how did you figure this out? Just busting a bunch of white sheets?
So I busted 2 white sheets on my 1-inch stick, which was kind of irritating to me, but at the same time, like that third one that I did, that I passed on, it was money. Turned out real good.
Because you calmed yourself down, you kept yourself composed.
Yup.
Therefore, you were able to have a smoother looking weld and welds that were going to be good for a bend test.
Yeah.
There we go. Pipe got hot, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Thought you were gonna walk it.
I was.
And then you got to liking freehand too much.
Yup.
I don't know, man. Where you're a skateboarder, I think freehand's gonna flow really good with your style. Cause man, whenever you walk the cup, it kind of puts you in a, walking the cup. I feel like keeps people in the lane.
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with it. I'm not against it. Everybody in the YouTube comment sections, don't come after me. I'm just saying, like I said, there's a time and place for everything, but the freehand just gives you the ability to go wherever, move wherever, weld however. There we go. Turn it up a little bit more though. That'll help you out too. Yeah, see how much easier it is now we turned it up?
Yup.
Yeah. Again, freehand, harder you run, the better it goes. Walking the cup, You can only go so hot. I mean, you can only do that so fast before you can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But freehand, you can tilt the angle, move faster, however you want. There we go. Yep, keep it running. Nice. Right. Now that one's a gnarly one. Let's see here, does it get on the tungsten? Yeah, we'll sharpen that and we'll grind that spot out because it left a hole. Yeah, if you stick the tungsten in a hot molten puddle, you can usually pull it out pretty quick. Yeah. Sweet.
Oops, sorry about that.
There we go. Yeah. Now don't move so fast. Go slower. Get a puddle started. There we go. Yes. Now keep your wire in the puddle a little bit more. Every time your tungsten moves in front of the wire, that's when you push in. So, you know, you bring your tungsten's going across the wire, add the wire. It goes up this side. So here's your tungsten, here's your wire. Your tungsten comes across, push the wire. Go this way, comes back, push the wire. Push the wire, push the wire. And every time you come back and around,
Getting like a constant feed in there.
Yeah, just keep pushing. Run some. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, what's a big question in the welding industry that you may have that I might have an answer to?
Honestly, a big one. I hear most of the money you can make is more traveling and stuff like that. Like, can you make money in these refineries without having or crazy shutdowns and stuff like that?
Yeah, like a maintenance gig?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, maintenance welders and plants make a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the times, I got a couple buddies in plants and they're maintenance welders and they make a lot of money.
Awesome.
Because you're that guy. Again, you're that welder, you know what I mean? Now, are there plants up by you that you can work at?
Yeah.
Like, are there plants to work at where you're at?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Monroe Energy's a huge one. There's Kimberly Clark. It's funny, they actually make toilet paper, but they have a lot of, they employ a lot of welders, steam fitters, stuff like that. Let me see here.
Let me sharpen this tungsten.
Yeah, honestly, right where I'm at, I mean, I'm right on the Delaware River, so there's factories everywhere down the Delaware.
Gotcha. And you could just advertise yourself as a specialty welder or whatever. Now, have you thought about building yourself a rig, or you want to stay single hand?
I was thinking about it. A lot of people who I see, like, unless you're going to be getting around and stuff like that, not to go right into buying yourself a rig because you'll put yourself in debt.
Build up to that, yeah. Yep.
So I would like to start with something small by myself, like a decent machine that I can transport and keep at home if I need to.
Easily in the back of the Ranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right. Sweet. So I'm going to run this portion of it. Come over here and watch. You don't have to stand over there. All right. Sweet. All right. Yeah, because this is also a good learning opportunity for you as well. But, yeah, you don't have to travel to make good money welding. Everybody says that. I mean, yes, most of your higher paying gigs with traveling welding, you know, are going to happen traveling. But if you can be that guy in your local area that's the welder and is able to weld everything for people and be a hand and be someone that they can count on, then they're going to pay you well for that.
Yeah. You know, that's a big thing I like about welding is it's huge area of opportunity. I mean, nowadays, I think they're talking about employing more than 350,000 before 2029.
Yeah.
So the jobs are there.
You just got to be that guy.
Yup.
That guy. All right, I'm gonna get this set here. Let's see here. And we're just filling this thing up. All right. See what I'm doing there?
Yup.
I'm just keeping it hot, keeping the wire in the puddle, and making sure I'm burning that base metal. Lining it hot. Now, did you look at going to like a typical 2-year trade school before you came to KWI?
Yeah, I forget the name of the school. It's right next to the Philadelphia airport. I was looking at them. I made an appointment, and then literally that day I saw KWI and I did my research a little bit more. And you guys offered everything I wanted. Place I could go to get my standard certs. I can get basically all my pipe welding certs that'll keep me in the business.
Right.
But you guys also offer extra certs, which I really like. Like if I went to that trade school down in Philly, like they don't do that. You get what you pay for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and it's probably not go at your own speed and get as much as you can get.
Yeah, I mean, I like to pull a lot of 16s. Like I think I've been up since 2 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoy it though.
Wow.
I'm a night
that's
owl.
the cool thing. You can do that if you have to.
Huh?
And that's the cool thing about KWI is you can do that if you have to.
Yeah, I really like that you guys run basically 24 hours except for Saturdays. I mean, I go in for all the Bible studies and I make sure I get all my welding time I can because I actually really enjoy it. Like, I mean, hanging out with the boys and stuff like that, and also being able to get stuff done.
Right. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a community.
Yup.
Yeah, dude. That's the thing, man. If you can find a group of guys that are into welding as much as you are, and it just helps it out so much more whenever you're here.
Yup.
Because, there's people that get into welding not because they like it. There's people there just for the money.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to do if you're just there for the money,
Yeah, you gotta do something you love.
All right, I'm just filling this thing up. At least my side, getting it taken care of. I'm grabbing a little bit of your side too. Sweet. I think I could stick cap off of that right there. What do you got left on your side? Where are your low spots at? Probably just run one right here, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Let me run that. Yeah, all we're gonna have time for today, guys, is flushing out the 6-inch. We're kind of restricted on time today, so we're just getting some rounds in here with Jacob and just making sure that he can do this 6-inch well. When are you hoping to test out of this?
Honestly, by the end of the week.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna try to knock my blue sheet out tomorrow. Shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, keep your wire up top. And what? There you go. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, on 6G, you just want to keep your wire on the top bevel and just drag it down. And also, you're burning your glove there. Make sure you feed that sucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab as far back as you can, really, on this section.
Oh, I go through gloves like
There we
it's
go.
nothing.
Well, and the thing with welding too is you start to learn, you know, how to not burn gloves.
Yeah.
At a certain point in time, you get a little bit better at not getting burned up. Another piece of wire,
Yeah.
so you can just keep going. There we go. Okay, keep your wire in the puddle more. That's the only issue really that I see with like your TIG welding on this is just you need to keep that wire in the puddle. Not too much, but you kind of got it out a little bit to where it's eating out a ton.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, every time you go up, feed the wire. Every time you go up, feed the wire. Feed the wire. There you go. Yep. Just like that.
It's kind of like how I was doing my fill for stick on this.
Okay.
Kind of bring it halfway up the root, and then kind of drag it down, walk that puddle back down.
Right. Yeah, that works. And you'll, you know, once you get more comfortable welding this bigger pipe with TIG, you'll be able to weld a lot longer without stopping too.
Yeah. You
Gotta
should.
get used to it.
You should have seen me when I first started. I swear to God, I was doing like 2 inches stop, 2
Oh, I
inches
know,
stop.
trust me, I know. Tungsten and all. Sharpen tungsten, stick the tungsten, weld 2 inches stop, reposition, weld 2 inches, yeah. Right on. Weld it more and you'll be flush for the most part. Sick. All right. Mostly flush, probably cap off that.
Yeah,
But
a little low, but
anyways, we killed on time there. Quick question though, any advice that you have for somebody that's getting into the welding industry or looking to go to KWI? What's your biggest piece of advice?
don't get flustered. I mean, like I've met a lot of people who have done it before, who haven't done it before. I know some kids who are in my class right now who are catching up to me, who have never touched a welding rig a day in their life.
Okay.
Like, just kind of keep a cool head about it. Don't go into stuff expecting like you know everything or getting mad that you don't know anything. I mean, that's the whole point of going to school is kind of to learn.
You don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's better to go in it like you don't know nothing.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I thought I knew about stick welding. As soon as I got into the school, I started learning stuff that I never even thought I knew.
Right. Yeah, because, you know, depending on where you learn from, it may have not have been the best practices for stick welding.
Yeah.
And so we try to tune you guys up on the exact way to do it, and then we make sure that you're perfect at it before you move on, for the most part. So yeah, we got this 6-inch flushed out, guys. Me and Jacob did with this heavy hitter TIG rig and the HTP machine, as well as the miller here. If you want to find out more about the Kentucky Welding Institute, check out kwi.us. And in the comments below, let us know what you're practicing on and what you need help with, and we might make a video to help you. Until next time, my name is Keegan, this is Jacob, and we'll catch you later.